The next type that I want to talk to you about are your income accounts. You'll see there are 3 set up for this company file. Income means you've made a sale for your business, and it's going to be taxable money. If you create an invoice and a customer pays you, that is income for your business. If you just receive a rebate check or you have some miscellaneous cash, that type of thing, and you make a deposit, that is not income to your business. You didn't make a sale to get that money. You can have 1 income account or you can have 6 or 7. That's totally up to you. Remember, when you're setting up any of these different types, you want to be as detailed as you need to be for your own purposes. But remember, if you have an accountant or someone else looking through your books, they don't want to read a 5-page profit and loss. So keep your accounts to a minimum, but have as many as you think you might need. The next type I want to mention are your cost of goods sold accounts. When you look at a profit and loss, what you're going to find is you will have your income minus your cost of goods sold, and then it will take off your expenses as well to give you a net over or under. A cost of goods sold account is one you would add for something that cost you money to make your own product or service in the business. Here's a few examples. What if a customer has a dental mold company where they make molds for their customers? They have to buy supplies. Those supplies are considered a cost of goods sold. They had to buy those to make the product in their business. The next type I want to mention are your expense accounts, and this will probably be the largest grouping that you'll have. You'll see they have several here, but you're going to end up adding much more than this. Looking through this list, you're going to see they've got advertising, automobile. You can kind of see everything here. You'll want to go down and add some. You'll also want to add sub-accounts, for example, automobile expense. This is where you're going to track all of your gas, the car washes, anything related to the automobile. If you did not add a sub-account for gas, but yet you wanted to run a report at some point to see how much you spent this year in gas, you couldn't do it because you don't have an account set up for that. I'm going to go ahead and set one up for gas. I'm going to right-click and choose New. This will be an expense account. I'm going to give this one a name. I'm just going to call this one Gas. And it's going to be a sub-account of automobile expense. I'll go ahead and save and close so that you can see it. And you'll see it'll look indented underneath automobile expense like it does right there. And of course, I'll go back and give it a general ledger number. I'll go ahead and right click and choose Edit. I'll add my number and I'll save and close, and you can see it right there. Let me add one more. I'll add repairs. I'm going to right click and choose New again. It's going to be an expense. I'll add my general ledger number, and I'm going to call this one Repairs. This will be a sub-account again of my automobile expense account. I'll go ahead and save and close that, and now you'll see that you have 2 sub-accounts for your automobile expense. Just a reminder again, when you're using sub-accounts, always, always, always pick one of the sub-accounts when you're entering transactions, because if you choose the main account and run reports, it will say Other. Some other sub-accounts you would want to add, for example, under insurance expense. You may have different types of insurance. Maybe you have workers' comp, automobile insurance. You could add those there. Automobile insurance could go under insurance or auto. It's really up to you where you'd like to see it. You'll probably want to add some under professional fees. Typically, you're going to see professional fees or things like continuing education. Maybe you have an attorney, an accountant. Those are the types of things that would go under that account. Let's say you have an account you don't want. We'll say rent expense. All you want to do is right click and choose Delete. If you get a message that says, "Are you sure you want to delete this account?" That's how you know you've never used it and it's okay to delete it. It will not let you delete it if you've ever used it. Some other sub-accounts you'll want to add under utilities down here. You're going to want to add your water and your sewer, and if you have electric, you'll want to add those under utilities there. Take a little bit of time setting up your chart of accounts because you want to make sure you gather most of the accounts you think you're going to need. It's okay if you find one 6 months later you need to add. You can always edit this. But my point with these 3 videos about the chart of accounts is that you want to make sure they're all set up as the correct type. Now that you know how to set up your chart of accounts, let's go ahead and head over to the next video, which will be really quick. I just want to show you some of the sample files that QuickBooks has that you can use when you're not sure exactly how to do something or how to set something up. And we're actually going to use one of those for the rest of the videos in this series.